Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I am Travis, creator of Comics with Bueller, and we're doing a live stream today from this beautiful lake here in somewhere in Oregon. Yes, this is a real scene behind me. This is not a green screen like all the other people use. This is an actual place, and so there you go. I can look that up. There you go. Anyway, I want to say thank you to everyone who's joining us today, everyone who watches on the rewind as well. We have Amy from Dynamite is going to join us here in just like a minute or so. And we're going to talk to Dynamite about some of the books that we've been waiting for a while, exactly what's going on. You know, we're going to start seeing them again. She's going to go over those books. I think you should start seeing them again here next week at your local comic shop. Obviously, you guys know with the whole Diamond thing and the bankruptcy and everything, kind of threw everything for a loop. And smaller publishers are still trying to find their footing and get back out there. And Dynamite's one of those. And I'm really happy to have this conversation and to see some of the books that are coming out because it's been a while. And Dynamite's was hitting a stride with all the licensing books that they had. And so let's bring Amy on here with us. There she is. Amazing, awesome Amy is back. It's been too long, Amy. What's going on?
Obviously, like you said, everything with Diamond has thrown everything a little bit off course. We're trying our best. I know Nick's working like crazy because he's working on Kickstarters and talking to Lunar, our newest distributor. And we're pushing back releases. We're trying to reorganize the schedule. Excuse me. So it's been busy, and I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up with what we're releasing and who we do interviews with, and pretty much it.
Well, as you guys know who are watching, I have a long history with Dynamite. I've been working with them for about 3 to 4 years right now, and Amy's been there from pretty much day one. I've been to their offices. I've stepped foot in Dynamite. I know how hard they work and everything going on. There's a lot of wheels in motion, and this was before all the disaster from Diamond and when that all went down. So I can only imagine everything you guys have had to go through this year to kind of keep things going. And for the simple fact of like I said earlier, you guys were kind of hitting your stride with the licensing, with the Disney books, with the Space Ghost and all this stuff. I'm being really good sellers. Then all of a sudden, boom, you guys got hit in the face with this thing, and everyone did, really, is what it is. And so you guys have to dig yourself out and keep on going, and you guys are getting there. So I know you guys haven't seen some books on the shelves over the last weeks, or maybe not as consistent as it was in the past, but I can tell you guys, just like Amy just said, they are with Lunar. That's their new distributor now. We're going to get back to a regular basis for books, and we're going to start seeing some of our favorites come back out again. They have a wonderful team of writers and artists that are on board and wanting to get their work out. I've done some interviews. David Pepos, who does the Space Ghost one, he's really passionate about that. And that's the thing I want to emphasize on some of these books that are coming out, like Space Ghost and the Herculoids. The guys behind these books who are writing these books, they are fans of these titles. They I was so excited to be able to do Space Ghost, or I'm so excited to do Herculoids, or I'm so excited to do Silverhawks and all that stuff. It's kind of fun to see their excitement for the titles come out in the book itself, because it's not just a job, and it is a job. I mean, they're getting paid for it, stuff, but they're passionate about it. They have some history, and I could definitely see that when I talked to David, and I believe his name is Tom, the guy who's doing the yeah. And so it's just nice to see these books come out and to see what they're really passionate about working on the books. So, Amy, you've been over there all the way over in New Jersey. I haven't seen you since September in person. You're looking good, Amy. You're looking good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Amy. But, Amy, I want to kind of give you the platform so people can see what books we're gonna start seeing some books next week, right?
You got 8. We have 8 books coming out next week, and then I think the week after that is 7, and it might be like a bunch of books every week for a little while.
Nice. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at some of those, and we'll kind of integrate the conversation in there as well. But I'm going to give you the screen a little bit. That way people can see, and then I'm curious to see some of the books as well. So go ahead.
Our first big one it's Thundercats. Thundercats is back with number 16, the series from Declan Shalvey and Drew Moss. Like you said, everyone who's writing this series is a fan, and Declan's a big fan of Thundercats. So seeing him continue on with this, one of his covers, I'm showing off the Perio cover, but this is Declan's cover for 16. So that's coming out finally.
He's a huge fan of. I've had Declan on a couple times, I believe, talking about Thundercats and Terminator and stuff.
I know Terminator will get back on track soon as well. I think we got one more. I'm like, because like some of the early like digital previews that we get in house, like we're going over to see what comes out next week. And I think in the next couple of weeks we have another Terminator.
Nice.
But here's the Maddox cover. I know you guys love these. Like these covers sell great on the original art experience. There's some real.
Which one was that?
The Maddox cover.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. I've seen those.
We got another cool Drew Moss incentive, and then Ken Hazer is doing the TMNT homage cover.
Very cool.
Which he can pretty much do this with anybody.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Because he's done it for several of our series, Vampirella. He's done it for Red Sonja, Army of Darkness, Purgatory. There's nothing he can't do.
Yeah. So before we go on to the next book, Amy, I'm just going to say this, and I asked you this the other day when I was talking to you on the phone. Nightmare Before Christmas. Come on, I know it's one of your favorites. Come on, Amy.
We're supposed to have the graphic novel adaptation of the Pumpkin Queen coming out soon. And here's the thing. Okay. I read it. I really liked it. I've read the digital version of it.
Nice.
So, but I can't give an official date yet because I'm not 100% sure. I'm so. I mean, it's not next week. I know that. Or the week
after. So everyone knows, Amy and I have been talking about this for like over a year. Like we're both of us are huge fans, and so when I saw that you guys were going to be doing that, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And of course, Amy's probably the biggest fan I know of that series, so she kind of lit up when she was talking about it. So anyway, okay, I'm sorry, just it's on my mind, so I just wanted to bring it up. So go ahead.
I mean, because we're getting back out there, we're moving a bunch of stuff around. Like Elvira and Harley Quinn's getting moved back to the fall. It's supposed to be August. We're pushing it back to the fall. It's still coming. Don't worry.
Nice.
I know, but yeah, we're still mixing a lot of stuff up. But some stuff that is finally coming out, that's supposed to be out already. We have this Red Sonja one shot called Red Sonja Noir from David Avalone. And
that's just the one shot?
Yes.
Okay. David, I've had David on the channel before.
I've gotten to chat with him too. This is the Lyrics Lee cover.
Didn't David do some of the Elvira stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much most of our Elvira series, which especially the ones where it's the horror movie crossovers, big fan, as a horror nerd.
Yeah.
But for Red Sonja, I also wanted to show off the Joseph Michael Linsner cover and the cosplay cover. That's Molly Stewart.
So like you said, these are available next week at your comic shop. Right?
Yes,
and they're also available on the website, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just so everyone knows, if you don't have a comic shop in your area, you can just go to Dynamite, and the link is down below for all the different places where you can go for their comics and stuff.
As you mentioned earlier, we got we got the Herculoids back with issue number 5. Again, Tom Snigoski, Craig Russo are the creative team, and this, I wish I could show off every single cover that we got for these books, but I'd need another rack.
Yeah, the writer of that book, Tom, he's a really fun guy, and I've interviewed him a couple times, and I'm like, so what are you doing, Tom? And he's like, well, I got work, so I don't have to live on the streets anymore. So I want to say thank you for giving that guy work so he's not living on the streets.
But yeah, he's got Herculoids running. He's going to have Vampirella Armageddon coming out later this year, which that first issue might be next week. It might be. I think it is. I'll let you know. But I think we have a couple first issues that are finally coming out next week.
Yeah, and that Vampirella Armageddon is kind of feeds off his last Vampirella run that he did as well, which kind of is a continuation. You can do it by itself, but it helps back and read his first volume of it.
Let's show off Joseph Michael Linsner and Bjorn Berens. And then the Kyle Hotz cover is really
I
good.
personally believe that the Herculoids are all villains.
Oh.
I mean, that's my personal opinion because I've heard some backstory about the Herculoids, and I think they might be villains. They just, kind of how Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead, he's more of a villain than a hero. That's my theory. They always, in The Walking Dead, they always went in the different areas and they just kind of wrecked what they had going on there. They were, the Terminus people were doing just fine until the Rick Grimes and his crew got there. Anyway, off topic. Go ahead.
Speaking of Vampirella, we have the continuing issue, Vampirella #3 from Christopher Priest and Ergun Gundez. And they've been doing Vampirella for the past few years now together. So this is the current series showing off the I know it's super dark, but I hope you can see the cover. Okay, I mean, over here we've got Greg Land and we have Shannon Mayer.
The Shannon Mayer, the Weird Science homage, of course.
Yep. We have Elias Chutzudi and Rachel Holland's cosplay. And by the way, this issue does have the sneak peek of Vampirella Armageddon, if you can see.
Oh, cool.
Up top right there. So you get this book, you get a sneak preview of that series.
Yeah, and Rachel is really nice.
You told me.
I wanted to show something real quick because it's an exclusive for that book because I have a new sponsor on board. It's the 616 Comics, which they do a lot of covers for you guys, and this is their exclusive for that issue, if I'm not mistaken. And you can hit them up. The link is down below for their website and stuff. But this is for Vampirella #3. This is the 616 Comics exclusive. Go to their website. They got a ton of stuff. They got other Vampirella and Red Sonja stuff coming out as well because they do quite a few exclusives with you guys. So it's kind of cool. They do a lot of other exclusives as well with Marvel and DC, but they also do quite a few with Dynamite.
And I think, Thundercats, Vampirella are some of the series with like the most covers attached to the most cover variants because we've had the past couple of Vampirellas have had Mark Spears variants, but like 5 different versions of them each.
Yeah.
There's always a foil, there's always a version, there's always a black and white, there's always a line art. So you have all the options. And if you tune in to Monday's Comic Collectibles, Rex is going to have pretty much every book available, like for each title. We're going to have all the variants available so you guys can have your pick of what you want. So
nice.
We got more Red Sonja with Red Sonja versus the Army of Darkness from Tim Seeley and Jim Terry. This is the Bjorn Berens cover.
I did a panel with Tim Seeley and Larry Hama, and Tim Seeley is more entertaining than Larry Hama.
Any Tom Rainey fans out there? We have a Tom Rainey cover for the issue. There's so many books. I'm already like running out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. Book 6.
Yeah.
We're coming back with Space Ghost and Johnny Quest in Space Quest. Very original title.
That's an A cover, Mark Spears cover, correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I think this one's technically an incentive because the main one's like black and blue. This one's white and blue.
Oh, okay.
But it is this cover. This is the A cover for Space Quest. So yes, that second issue is finally coming. I think the Derek Chu cover is also super fun.
Nice. I like that you guys have been doing a lot of the Mark Spears covers. Mark's a pretty decent guy.
I've gotten to speak with at least once. I've gotten to speak with him, and yeah, like you said, it's a fun conversation because he's doing Gargoyles for us and Vampirella and Thundercats. I don't know how he keeps track of it all because I can barely keep track.
Yeah, he's a busy dude, and like he's down in the area where Robbie's at. And when I was in town visiting Robbie, he reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, Bueller, I want to take you to lunch." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I was going to go have lunch with Mark. And then like an hour before he canceled. He said football's on. I'm like, what the hell? So apparently Alabama football is really, really important. So I couldn't, I was bumped for football.
Also wanted to show off the Chad Harden cover. And if anyone needs a second look at a cover, by the way, just let me know. I'll pull it up again. And then we're finally to our Disney books, which I know everyone's been asking about them too. We're finally back on Zootopia. Issue number 4 is coming.
Nice.
This is from Jeff Parker, and Alessandro Rinaldi.
And this is Zootopia is next week as well.
Say again. I'm sorry.
Zootopia is next week as well.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to get ready for the sequel? Here's some Zootopia 4. It's not connected. I don't think it's actually connected to the sequel, but that movie's still some months away. So if you're craving some new Zootopia stories, here you go. Let's show off. This is the storybook art cover, and this is character poster cover.
You've seen Zootopia, right?
Mm-hmm. I need to rewatch it, to be honest, because it's been a minute, but I remember liking it.
Yeah, honestly, I consider that a newer Disney movie or whatnot. That's probably the only one I actually have liked in the last 15 years.
Wow.
So it wasn't bad. It was a little slow. It was the slow sloth guy that hooked me. That was it. I was like, I can play with that guy.
And last but most certainly not least, we finally have Gargoyles, Demona, issue 1, and this is from series creator Greg Weisman.
Nice.
Who I've had the pleasure to talk with. Great guy. And Frank Power is the interior artist. Is there anything? Really looks like the cartoon. Like, it's probably the closest we've seen to the actual animation, I think. But that's just my opinion.
Well, there's a question right here, and this is a good question because I just talked to David about this one too. Captain Planet update, anything?
That is definite. If not next week, then definitely the week after issue 2 is coming. So we're not done with Captain Planet just yet. I promise.
Yeah. David, who's also doing Space Ghost, is doing Captain Planet. He's just as passionate about Captain Planet as he is the Space Ghost one. So
we wanted to show off the Jay Lee cover.
Oh, do you like Jay Lee?
Let's not forget about Mark's cover for Gargoyles. Check this out.
Amy, are you a Jay Lee fan, if I'm not mistaken?
I am. Yes, I am. In case anyone forgot, I know it's been a minute since I've been on here.
I had no idea. Well, that's great that we're getting the Dynamite books. I mean, honestly, I do my preview video every week. And the last month, I was like, looking at the Dynamite books, and I was getting word that they weren't coming out. Then the last couple of weeks, they weren't even showing up on the list. And so I was like, oh man, I hope things are getting back to normal and stuff like that. And then I talked to you a little bit and stuff, and then I see a big trove of books coming out, so it makes it feel a little better. Now that you guys are with Lunar, which is great, obviously they're a lot more stable than the Diamond and stuff like that. And I know you guys are, I know there's a lot of legal stuff with all the smaller publishers and stuff like that. So everything is still muddy. Okay. But even though everything is still muddy for you guys are still moving forward. And you've been there for a while. Obviously, everyone knows Nick. Nick has been in the comic industry for 88 years, and he's only...
I was going to say forever, but that works too.
Yeah, he's only 89. So he's the first year he took it off, but for the last 88 years he's been in it. So Nick's been through a lot, and for this industry to kind of hit that hurdle it hit earlier this year, Nick will probably be able to jump that hurdle because he's got a good team behind him, and Amy is one of those members of that team. And so then we get some really cool books coming out, like the Red Sonja, the Army of Darkness ones, which is some of my favorite ones because I went and saw Army of Darkness in the theater probably 10 times in a row. Kind of love that movie. Is there anything like that you're excited to see come out again that you kind of were missing to share?
Well, next week we're finally getting the Thundercats and Powerpuff crossover. That's been
how does that work?
A while, and then it hasn't happened yet. But we had the free comic book day preview, but now it's finally coming. So it's like, yeah, we're gonna get back on track with that. We got more Disney series coming out later this year with Stitch, and there is another Gargoyles related project that's coming, but I won't give full detail. It's kind of a surprise.
Sure.
But when I saw what the project was going to be, I was very excited. So
very cool. Very cool. I know that there's you got to fill me in on this because you sent me a video and I just watched it a little bit ago. It's you guys have some trading cards with the new Pope. Is that correct? Okay, tell me a little bit about those.
Pope Leo the 14th, right? Or the 15th. 14th, I think. There's so many. There's so many popes. But yeah, we launched that pretty recently. Any trading card collectors out there, check it out, because like we have all the artists you can think of who are making their own exclusive cards. I'm kind of reorganizing my thoughts for a second because we were just on the books. Like now I can't get my brain on the Kickstarter, but it's currently running right now, and it's going to be like an exclusive. It's a nice box set. There's metal covers. Not covers, but metal cards, foils.
There's mini cards. A
lot of original stuff in there.
There's mini cards as well. I saw that. There's like mini cards and stuff like that. So, How long? You said you guys just launched that, so you guys got some time.
I would say a week or so ago we launched it. It hasn't been running for super long.
Okay, and I'm assuming that's like a 30-day thing. That's normal on a Kickstarter. Okay, all right. We'll go ahead and put the link to that in the description of the video, so you guys can check that out. You know what? I just want to say real quick that Amy's a friend of mine, and I've always enjoyed the chance to share a stream with Amy. And we had dinner together one time, with Nick and them at the store, and it's nice to see Amy doing her thing. And so it's a pleasure having you back on the channel here, Amy. And I can't wait to get back through New Jersey. I'm not going to drive there. I'll fly in and come hang out. But how is Rex doing? That's is he? I mean, Rex is 75 years old.
That we're back with new books because he's running out of material to put on the shows. So he's happy that we have 8 books to show off all next week. So we'll have every version available for whoever wants to purchase a specific cover. So he's happy about that.
Does he still have horrible movie taste?
Yeah, I still don't get why he refuses to see some stuff in theaters when it's in theaters is how things deserve to be seen.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Rex.
There you go. So Rex, he does a show, right? What days?
Comic Collectibles every Monday and Wednesday.
Okay.
Monday it's 2 hours sometimes with our good friend John Cole. Wednesday it's just 1 hour. And then Friday, including tonight, Nick does the original art experience, and he's going to have some cool stuff on tonight.
Nice.
A little bit of Bill Sienkiewicz, a little bit of, again, I'm trying to remember. I mean, there's a little bit of Fantastic Four art, a little bit of Spider-Man, but what he's really going all in on tonight is Guy Gardner art in honor of the Superman movie.
Yeah.
Instead of Superman, he's going full Guy Gardner art. And here's the thing, he didn't price any of that art out, so he's gonna just wing it with what he's gonna sell it for. So who knows? It might be super cheap or it might be super high. He might do best offer. So if you're an original art fan, I highly recommend you check it out to see if you can get some really cool art at affordable prices.
So are you gonna go see the Superman movie?
I'm seeing it tomorrow. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
All right. Is Rex gonna go with you? Rex gonna go with you?
If my party cancels on me and if I still have a couple tickets left, I'll be like, Rex, because I've talked to me and John Cole have talked about going to see a movie together, and like, can we talk Rex into it? I don't know, but maybe we can if a bunch of us are going together. Maybe Rex might be able to get talked into it, but no promises.
Yeah, that dude needs to get out some more. That'd do him some good. So, well, Amy, I want to say thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing the books. We're gonna have to do this again. As everyone knows who's watching, I have I'll be going on a month-long hiatus for a little bit as I'm hiking the state of Oregon. I'm going to pre-record a bunch of videos during the meantime, so videos will still be coming out, including probably some interviews for some of the creators for Dynamite will be showing up as well. You guys have probably noticed I've had some interviews on the channel over the last month and a half or so. There's going to be more. We're setting them up, and it's always a pleasure to talk to these artists and writers. I like writers better because they're more talkative, to be honest. And
I feel like whenever we have an artist and a writer together, I like hearing like, oh, how'd you guys collaborate? What was in your head when thinking about the story? What was in yours? So it's nice seeing how people work together.
Yeah, it is sometimes, but sometimes they don't really get along,
or there's not much communication because sometimes it's just the artist and it's like, oh, they'll pick the artist, or the writer's like, oh, the other creative team will pick the artist, and I just do the writing, and sometimes like I don't see what's going to look like until it comes out.
Yeah.
So, but it's been cool to see the team ups. Like Polina Ganusha and Coleman Angle did the Powerpuff and Thundercats books, and they've known each other for a long time. So it was nice to see how we collaborated on that book.
Yeah. Amy, is there anything you want to cover once again before we go?
I hope, again, all of these books release next Wednesday, July 16th. Thundercats 16, Red Sonja Noir, Herculoids number 5, Vampirella number 3, Red Sonja versus Army of Darkness number 3, Space Quest number 2, Zootopia number 4, and then Demona number 1. It's all next Wednesday, and there's going to be even more books the following week. So just hope you follow us. Stay tuned, and because we're excited to finally get these books out. And just thanks for everyone for watching today. I was on Robbie's show earlier, and I noticed you were watching.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone checks out your interviews, check out our interviews, because I've been lucky to talk to some of the same people as you and some others as well. So I hope everyone stays tuned for what's coming.
There you go. All right, everyone. Like she just said, Dynamite Comics are coming back. Go to your local comic shop this coming Wednesday. There's a bunch of titles coming in this coming Wednesday. There's more titles coming. Some of your favorites. Space Ghost, Thundercats is coming. Red Sonja, Vampirella, you name it. It's coming back. Okay, I know it's been a little sparse lately, but you know what? The team's on it, and here they come back. So please do me a favor. Go to your local comic shop, order these books, or go online. The link is down below for Dynamite Books. You can click on that link. You can go to their website, order whatever books you want. And you're going to see us again talking about Dynamite Books here on the channel. And I want to say thank you to everyone who's watching. And do me a favor. You don't need to like. You don't need to subscribe. You just need to live your best life. All right, everyone. Take care. Bye. Freeze, Amy.